Hey,
Look at
love
this.
it. How does it feel?
Man, this is fantastic. Oh, people are already commenting that I look like vomit. I always look like this.
Bob, you brought a fan club?
I don't know about fans. I mean, I don't recognize any of the names, so I just did one of those busker things where I just like stood out in public. You know, people drop in change and I would tell them about the show. But I made $1.96, so I ain't complaining.
That's more than this show makes.
Yeah, you know, that's how my salary works.
Bob, are you excited? Did you know that today is the 55th anniversary of Star Trek? Today is Star Trek Day. Did you know that?
Star Trek? What? Who the hell watches Star Trek anymore?
Yeah, everyone watches Star Trek, right? Like everyone
Nobody
is really excited about it.
It's a dead property.
We're getting a phone call. Hold on a second.
What?
Yeah, someone's calling in.
No, well,
hey,
that's kind of inappropriate.
Hello, everybody. It's me,
Oh my God.
Captain Picard in Hollywood, filming Picard Season 3.
Excuse me.
You can't see me. Sorry about that. A mask here. You know how it is here in LA with the strict standards of masks and all that. You know, it's crazy. But I love it. I love LA.
Excuse me, Captain?
Sorry about that.
Oh, man. Could you maybe... Oh, that's a terrible mouth. Could you put the mask back on?
Oh, sure. No problem.
Something happened to your face, Captain.
I had an accident, you know. It's how it is back in the time.
So glad that they could just wheel you around in that little Professor X chair out of cryostasis to come out here. What are you, like 1,000 years old now?
Well,
don't you have anything better to do?
92, and I don't look a day over 88.
Hey, so they tell me it's the 55th anniversary of Star Trek. How many years of that were you responsible for? How much of that is your fault?
Well, blame George Lucas for that.
You know what? You know what the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek is?
One is better.
Star Wars has a viable property.
Oh, Bob, you blowhard.
Yeah. You know what? Here's another thing. All the bald guys in Star Trek are like, you know, well, just you. You're the only bald guy. You and the Borg. Is that why they chose you? Because, like, you're so like them up to begin with?
That was part of my contract.
Oh, my God.
The boldness exclusivity.
Like, all the bald guys in Star Wars are evil. Like, you can immediately tell who the bad guy is. And you really kind of messed us up because you and Riker, well, you had no hair, he had hair, and you're both evil. So I don't really get it. It's just like this whole dichotomy thing where it's like there's no one to root for in Star Trek. No one.
You know, Bob, I used to think you were number one, but you're acting like a real number two.
Oh, man. Hey, you should... Oh. You know...
All right, I'm done with that. We got to move the show along.
I just wanted to roast Captain Picard more.
I felt like that took 10 hours.
It did. It felt like an eternity. Man,
All right, I'm going to bring the guests in.
We just lost half of our viewing audience. All right, everybody, welcome to Come Inside. This is our little show where we try to entertain you through the dark times of the pandemic. Hello, everyone. Hello, wonderful contestants and judges who I am now all meeting for the first time. This is great. I've never met any of these guys before. They're all new to the show. So let's get this thing rolling here. What do we got first here? Oh, we got to say hi to the patrons. Jesse is desperate for cash. He needs all the help he can get to keep this thing afloat. So thank you to everyone on this page for donating. And quite frankly, you could chip in a little bit more. I've seen some of the things that you guys are driving. So, it's not like you got anything else to spend it on. It's a freaking pandemic. Jeez. All right. Up next, we got this whole thing. It's produced by, me. I'm the host. I'm Bob. That's me in my GarageBand days over there. This is actually a real picture. It was just taken this afternoon. And then we have the wonderful Renofsky, Jared E. Cohen, Craig Lochner, not present today, and then Jesse, our wonderful man behind the scenes, kind of like our Wizard of Oz, but half as handsome. Tonight's contestants, we've got Divya. I'm sorry, I'm going to ruin your last name. I'm sorry. Correct
totally
me.
Okay. Gunasekaran.
Gunasekaran. Well, that's pretty good, actually. I think I could probably get through that by the end of the night. So you once played Bjork in a sketch. How did that work out?
We did a remake of SNL's Celebrity Jeopardy for our 8th grade talent show.
Did you get the accent down right, the Icelandic?
You basically just have to sound very aloof and pretty out of it. So yeah, I nailed it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty much how I sound all the time too. Maybe I could do a Bjork thing later on. We're gonna have like a Bjork off. I've been called Bjork off all my life.
That challenge.
Okay. Then we have someone named Rebecca Kaplan, allegedly from New York City. It says here that her opening act is shitting her pants. I would say you were being typecast, but
I'd ask for a refund.
Oh, that's just a mean thing that Ruben wrote. He edited the thing, but
here I thought it was an actual credit.
That's okay. The thing that I had written was that I almost lost my laundry on the train yesterday. I had a bag full of dirty socks and dirty underwear, and I almost just left it on the train, which that would have made some pervert really happy.
Okay, well, that's literally airing your dirty laundry on the internet. Can't we? Because that's what Twitter is for. Okay, finally we have Ruben Wolf. Now that's a strong name. That right there, that's one of those Alpha Sigma type names.
Thank you.
Got going on here? Thank you for being here. So here, you look like you think being a white man in comedy is hard. Tell us about your challenges as a white man in comedy, Ruben.
Well, unlike Rebecca, I could actually take a joke. So that's the extent of that comment.
Your tone suggests otherwise.
Man, Rebecca, are you gonna take that? I've seen you roast people, Rebecca. Are you gonna take that?
Yeah, I think my joke was more clever than Ruben's jokes and less mean. So, haha.
We're gonna hug it out at the end here, guys and gals.
That's
okay.
Probably true.
So tonight's judge is Sheldon Allen. What? I'm just now reading this for the first time because he didn't bother to do the homework for a writer. He didn't fill anything out. So here you wrote for Spider-Man Unlimited #6. What the hell?
Yeah, man, that was almost 2 decades ago, though. We're way older than we look. I won't tell Jesse's age. We go way back, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, please. Yeah,
That's
you guys.
by the way, just so you know, Jesse and I used to be the only 2 people who watched Star Trek back in the day. So that's kind of like how we bonded. So I'm not really feeling the Star Trek slander.
Hey, it's okay. You got a lot in common with the people of today. There's only 2 people who currently watch Star Trek. So, it's all purple for you guys.
Well, the Star Trek porn parodies they're pretty popular though. So do those count?
I'm gonna look them up right now. Actually, I'm getting off the show. I got something better to do.
Make sure you're not
over. You would never stab Ruben? Who are you talking to? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so Sheldon, that's very cool. I'm so impressed by someone with actual, like comic book nerd cred going on. And you don't look a day over 55 for Star Trek purposes.
Yeah, I get carded all the time, actually. Back when, telling people that you like Star Trek didn't get you laid at all. I mean, I guess it's kind of like that, right? Not much has changed, actually.
I just got really fat, and that's how I stopped getting carded. I was getting carded until I got really fat. And then now I was like, oh, now I'm just like, it's just wheel the guy in, just pity, just roll him in, let him drink. He doesn't have much longer to live. Okay, so here's how this works, guys. So Sheldon is our judge tonight, and he is going to presenting us with 3 games tonight, and the audience gets to play along. We love our audience, especially the new people. We want to thank all the new people coming in here tonight. You might get on the scoreboard, you lollygaggers out there in keyboard land. So type in your comments, make fun of us, make fun of me, especially make fun of Jesse. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so if you can impress Sheldon, you get points at the end. All right. So there you go. Our first game tonight is a little thing we call stiff diction. All right, so we'll show you a made-up nonsense word. Y'all will create a new definition for that word and use it in a sentence that's very important. Last time, we had a lot of people who just refused to use a sentence, so we had to penalize them for that. And then, Sheldon, you're going to award up to 3 points for your answer. And then, the audience will decide afterwards which one they thought was best. So ultimately, you're trying to impress the audience as well. So there you go. So has everybody got that? We're all good? Audience, you up to speed? Good Lord.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first word we got here, please give us a definition for Ardezkin. We'll go with Rebecca Kaplan. What's Ardezkin mean?
Yeah, so I think Ardis Quinn is an ardent fan of the new HBO show Harley Quinn. As in, I'm such an Ardis Quinn. I really loved it when Harley and Poison Ivy made out with each other. That was super hot.
Okay. See, it's not a tough game, guys. Clearly. So, thanks, Rebecca. All right, Ruben, you're up next. Ardezkin.
Oh, Ardezkin is your loser boyfriend's band that he's been trying to make happen for 15 years. And the sentence is, babe, one day you'll see Ardezkin's name in lights.
Eesh. Okay. All right. And Divya. Shit.
Yeah, Ardezkin is actually something that uses locally sourced high-quality ingredients and especially handcrafted by a man named One-Eyed Raj, who lives out in the boondocks. So it's actually just the word artisan, but this is how Raj pronounces it.
Oh, man.
So, for example, Raj would say something like, I reckon we done got the best Ardezkin curry. We got some squirrel curry, we got some raccoon curry, we got some possum curry, but them possums, they actually imported, but they fresh frozen, so I reckon it's still Ardezkin, and they'll come with free roti, so it's a pretty good deal. You'll best come on down now while these Ardezkin critters still fresh, and we'll kill them right quick for you. That's Ardezkin.
That's awesome. I lost my underwear at an Ardezkin concert, by the way, Ruben, so...
Cool.
Wait, or that might have been on the train on the way home. Either way, I came home with no underwear, so.
They'll get there one day.
All right. Dude, that was fantastic. My vote doesn't count. So this is what the scoreboard looks like, everybody. For everything, as far as scoring purposes go. Sheldon, it's up to you though. Who's the winner on this round? What are you gonna do as far as what are you gonna score for Rebecca?
Rebecca, I have at the 2. I like the Harley Quinn references. She's actually tapping into my geek proclivity, so I'll go with the 2 for Rebecca. Ruben, I hate to do it to you because you're wearing the Dolphins hat, and I'm a huge Dolphins fan down here in Miami. but he gets the 1. And I had Divya with the 3. I think she was the superior one in that round right there.
Ruben, you're gonna have to tie this together, man. Hey, so let's take a moment here and let's throw it to the audience. Audience, take a few minutes here. Take a few seconds here, and vote for who you thought was best. Can Ruben redeem himself in the audience's eyes, or is Divya about to undo him once and for all?
We're gonna vote after the third word.
There's 3
we got
words.
1 word coming. Yeah, I got 3 words.
Jesus Christ! This is what happens when I don't come to the meeting.
Vote for me anyway.
Can you tell it's been a year?
Divya's already cleaning up.
Jesus. Well, there you go. Okay, well, whatever. Let's move on to the second word then. Sorry, guys. My, brain doesn't work. Bractincer. All right, let's try this. Ruben, since I kind of roasted you there on the last one, let's go with you first. Bractincer.
Bractincer is when you drunkenly announce yourself at the club you're already at. So,
okay, give me a sentence. Do it.
That's right, we're Bractincer! That's it.
Okay. All right. Divya, you're up.
So Bractincer is actually a type of knot. So it's similar to a Windsor knot, but the Bractincer knot is specifically for nooses. So you might say, Grandma always considered herself a proper lady that abided by the strictest of formalities, so she made sure to use a Bractincer knot when she hung herself.
Wow. No, okay, now this is just for my own knowledge here. Can a Bractincer knot be used for autoerotic asphyxiation? I'm asking for my friend Floodums.
Yes.
Okay, Floodums, now you know what to do. All right, he's out there in the audience tonight. Hopefully for the last time, you son of a... Rebecca, Bractincer.
Bractincer is the name of a really hideous creature that lives in the Brackenbra of the lake in Scotland, and he's really shy and lonely, and he doesn't like being referred to as Bractincer because it's a mean name that the peasants came up for him, and he prefers being called Fred. That is the better name for him.
Sure. Fred Bractincer, attorney at law. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and a sentence, or was that long enough? I'm sorry. Fred, a sentence. Please stop calling me Bractincer. We've been over this several times. I feel like you're not listening to me, and I'm gonna go back in the lake now. Bye.
Wow, that's really a whole tragic thing you did there. It's like a coming of age story. I thought Bractincer would be a good cop show. I'm Bractincer.
Can I also say that I thought that Divya said nut before, and I was interesting. Can you hang yourself with nuts? Maybe some type of nut bread into a noose.
I think if you're determined enough, you can do anything. That's the takeaway.
There you go. All right. Okay. So now that I've got the game format down that I've been hosting for a long time, what are you going to score for them points, Sheldon? Who came out on that one?
I got Rebecca taking that round. I think she was the best one for that one. Divya, she was great, but I'm a black guy, so when I start hearing this talk about noose, I kind of check out a little bit. So all that noose talk made me a little bit nervous. So I have her with the 1, and we'll go with Ruben with the 2.
All right.
Wow, Ruben, it really is tough to be a white guy in comedy. You're proving that now.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I do. I'm a white guy in comedy, and I'm doing terrible.
I'm so glad I wrote that fact about myself.
You might call my performance tonight Rubenesque at this point.
Wow.
Wow, I know, right? Okay. Word
I'm gonna give Bob a point for that.
Word number 3. Oh man, let's see. This word, chistata. Let's go. Ruben, let's go with you first this time.
Okay. A Kistata is the yearly 3 a.m. orgy that takes place at the Times Square Taco Bell. And the sentence is, I can't wait to get stuffed like a burrito at Kistada 2021.
Awesome. It's like a fire festival in my mouth. Okay. All right. Rebecca, give us Kistada, please.
Sure. So you're all familiar with the Greek play Lysistrata about a group of women who are empowered enough to refuse sex to all men in the country until they get their way. Chistata was another play written at the time by like men who didn't really like Lysistrata. They were a bunch of Chads who wrote it, and they were like, here's a sample sentence from Chistata. Oh man, we're so horny for sex. We love having sex. We're just gonna lie there and take it. And you can do whatever you want to us. You can take away our abortion. You can take away our rights. We don't care. We love you. We love your...
Wow. It was like the Odyssey for insults. That's pretty good. I like that. All right. And then finally, Divya, can you do Chistata for us, please?
Yeah, Kistada is a Turkish tostada. So it's derived from the words kismet, which means fate or destiny, and tostada, which is a Mexican dish. So, for example, you might say, after waiting an hour for my kistada, I asked the waiter, and he said, well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. And unfortunately, gratuity was automatically included in the bill.
All right. Okay. Let's see here. Whoa. So according to the chat here, somebody's asking, "Where's Bob's hole?" Apparently, somebody said that I would show hole. The only hole here, folks, tonight are my punchlines. So get used to it. Okay. All right. Let's do some points here. Sheldon, what do you got?
Yeah, that was a pretty solid round, actually, overall. I thought everybody, they brought their A game to that one. I'm going to have to go with Ruben in first.
Woo!
Simply, I heard Orgy, so, I mean, that already drew me in. I'll go with Divya for second. Wasn't really super hilarious, but I feel like it's something that she lived before almost. I was like, I can imagine that she's really been in that situation, so I can, props for the commitment. And I have Rebecca in last, even though I like a little prop usage at the end, but for that round, Rebecca will get the one.
Wow, I tied it up.
Man.
Tied it up.
Did you do that on purpose? Did you really mean just like tie the scores up just to throw things off?
I have absolutely no idea that I was tied up.
Well, guess what? We're all tied,
At all.
except for me. Last place as usual. So
Is that like a Baratinsa or something like that? Is that what you call it?
that's a Kistada. We're gonna call that that's what the Kistada
It's
is
going to
now.
be a Kistada now, yeah.
Being a weak guy
All right.
just got easier, guys.
Way to blow it. Good job. Maybe it'd be easier if you didn't talk so much. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. We're going to leave this up to the audience. Now it's time for all you greedy little bastards out there to vote and divvy up those points. Vote, vote, vote. And in the meantime, we're going to take a break with a word from our sponsor. Tonight's voting segments are sponsored by Dr. Future's Rebecca Kaplan Veggie Burger NFTs. That's right. When you need the best in non-fungicidal tokens, nobody knows what that means. But if you're trying to get rich on the internet and you don't know how, you take a picture of Rebecca Kaplan. That's what that's all about. Okay. Veggie burger with fries. All right. And the votes, are we in? We're going to stop counting now, or how?
Yeah, Divya cleaned up.
Oof, Divya.
Totally cleaned it up. 3 points, taking the lead.
And Rebecca voted for me. Thank you so much, Rebecca, even though I continuously roast you. I'm so sorry for all the horrible things that I've said. I'm glad that we've never actually met before today. Well, then I can't be embarrassed about it. I mean, it's just, one first impression, she'll never be on the show again, so it's like, whatever. Okay, we're going to move on to our next game. It's called Idiometry. you're gonna invent an updated version of each of the 3 idioms we present. So, for example, if the idiom was cool beans, you might say chili legumes. So it's like, raining cats and dogs doesn't say raining cats and dogs per se. It just means, it's nonsense words that make up an actual thing. All right. So we do have our first one up here somewhere, don't we? Maybe? Okay. So idiom number 1 is a dime a dozen, which means commonplace. So if you were going to rewrite that, Rebecca, what would you come up with?
Sure. I think that dimes are really cool because they're really nice to put in your mouth. Just get a nice stack of dimes and just fill your mouth up with them and just kind of swirl them around your tongue. I'm not joking. I genuinely like doing this.
Oh my God.
So I think that a dime a dozen means extremely valuable and expensive because I think dimes should be that way.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we good with that? Are we?
I guess.
Okay. All right. Idioms. Once again. Idioms, folks. Okay, Rebecca, thank you for that.
Wait, did you want a different idiom? I'm sorry.
I wanted an actual idiom.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I've been working nonstop since 10 a.m. So I've got 5 overlapping jobs. Anyway, I'll give you a different idiom. Sorry. A mouthful of happiness. Is that
Oh, God, I hope we're talking about TV food right now.
A mouthful of happiness will come inside.
Mouthful of happiness is what we're going with, which is apparently extremely common since that's what dime a dozen means. Very frequent. Rebecca has a mouth full of happiness.
It should be a mouthful of happiness should be commonplace. I think all of our mouths should always be happy.
I'm all for it. Oh my God.
Sounds great.
Okay. Divya, can you please save us by taking this show out of the gutter? And a dime a dozen is the idiom, means commonplace. How would you rewrite that?
Yeah, I will say I am going to adopt Rebecca's first answer, but to go with a dime a dozen, which means commonplace. Oh, well, this isn't going to be good. But I have a Me Too a movie. A hashtag Me Too a movie.
Okay. We're going to take it. We're going to take it. At least it wasn't a 7-minute diatribe. Ruben, do you know what an idiom is? And can you please try?
I just like Divya, I went topical. Joe Rogan took a dozen horse drugs.
Ah, wow. There you go.
Wow. This game is.
But no, I don't know what an idiom is.
Okay, so if the idiom, maybe I should have led this. Maybe like the idiom, a dime a dozen, very complex, like a lonely stepchild, right? Dime a dozen, okay, something like that, only funny. Okay, so anyway, let's hand out some points, I guess. For those of you keeping score at home, I am dead inside. All right.
Yeah, so I got Ruben at first by default because I'm here for any type of Joe Rogan slander, so he wins that one automatically. Rebecca's kind of like a cheat code a little bit because just like her delivery, anything she says is kind of comical, just the way she delivers it. So you got to sort of keep that in mind. I'm not really sure any of the contestants followed the rules, which I think actually made it even better. I got Divya in second, and I'll put Rebecca at third, even though Rebecca's awesome with the delivery.
That's one of her jobs, is just delivering stuff. So one of her 5 jobs, apparently. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next. I can't Okay, so bite the bullet is our test subject today, as in something you just gotta do, right? So how do you rewrite bite the bullet? Divya, let's go with you first. when did this turn into this?
I'm Rebecca and I are going to tag team this one. So just to follow through on her first answer, I'm going to say, regretfully, I'm going to say, swallow the semen.
Wow. Wow. That's like the most common phrase used in Austin, Texas right now, actually. So there you go.
I don't get
that. Well, Ruben, bite the bullet. Rewrite that for us.
I think we all bit the bullet when we decided to be contestants on Come Inside.
You are not wrong. How do you think I feel? I'm the one actually hosting this goddamn mess. Okay. All right. Rebecca, I shudder to think what's happening, what's going to happen right now.
Okay, so my new answer that I just rewrote right now upon learning the actual rules of the game is just abort the fetus. But do you want to hear what the answer that I wrote, misunderstanding the rules, was?
Of course. Why? Yes. Do I roll here?
Okay, so bite the bullet actually means to literally put bullets in your mouth, because I've always wanted to do that, and I think that they have like gunpowder in them, so they would become useless when they're wet. So you would both get a mouthful of happiness, and you would get to stop the bullets from actually harming people. A 2-in-1.
Wow. Okay. Rebecca, I'm glad you're a comedian. Clearly not a scientist. I have no idea how bullets work. If you bite the bullet, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Okay.
I don't mean when they're in the gun. Don't do that.
Yes, especially.
Yeah, a little clarity, a little clarification there.
Thank you for clearing that up. Oh my God.
So, but real quick though, but for Rebecca, which one are we going with? We're going with the
well, I'll go with the actual.
Or the fetus one?
Yeah.
Abort the fetus.
That's the one we're going with?
Sure.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. All righty.
So,
go ahead.
Yeah, that got dark kind of quickly, but
started off dark.
that's cool. I'll go with Divya on that one, with the first one, just for the boldness. I'll go with Rebecca too as well, and we'll go with Ruben for the third one.
Okay, very good. All right, and from the chat, everyone is basically like, Rebecca, what won't you put in your mouth? Dimes, bullets,
Ruben.
And they're also saying, how does Bob score points? There's really only one way that Bob scores points, and that is just by being here and meeting all these wonderful people. I'm scoring all the points right now. They're personal points. They're hard points. So it doesn't matter if I don't get a single laugh. It doesn't matter if I win the game. All right. And that's how I lie to myself to keep going. Okay. We have one more of these. Oh, my God. We got one more of these. Okay. So don't judge a book by its cover. Apparently, we're going to see how Rebecca's going to fit a book into her mouth now. I can't wait to hear this shit. Okay. Let's go. Rebecca, you first.
Okay, my new revised answer is don't put a shiny dime in your mouth.
Very, very quick. That's good. That's good. It's the abridged version. All right. Ruben.
I am winning this round. Only judge a Sheldon Allen comic book by loving it.
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Don't grovel on my game show. How about that one? Let's see. Divya. Sorry. Jesus. The worst. Go ahead.
It's okay. I know it's hard to be a white man in comedy.
Oh my God. You should get points for that right there. Just for saying that line.
Mine is do judge a podcast by its podcaster.
Are we technically? We're technically not a podcast, are we? This is a show. This is like an actual show.
This is a game show.
Okay, good. As long as we're not like a podcast, because there's murder happening all over this place. So, okay, let's give out some points for the love of God, so we can move on.
Oh man, I think Joshua in the chat won that one with that comment.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That should be like a 10. That one was pretty great, actually.
Which Josh was? I think we got a couple of Joshes.
Don't judge a dick by its flaccidity. That Josh.
Okay, well there you go.
That was pretty dope. On that one, listen, groveling and brownie points will get you extremely far in life. So Ruben wins that round.
Yeah.
Automatically. I got Divya in second, and I got Rebecca in third for that one.
All right, we got Joshua on the board with 10 points.
Wow.
That's right.
Good job, Josh.
Swallow the semen, Divya.
What?
Ruben, don't yell that at women.
Yeah.
Again.
Even if you are alone at home, just don't do it. Just never be said out loud. Siri is always listening.
That was
Okay.
her answer.
It's okay if I say it.
Yeah, somehow I didn't feel as uncomfortable when she said it to me. Okay. All right, so it is time now for the audience to vote. And as you guys do that, the best idiom in this audience, we repeat tonight's sponsorship by Dr. Future's Rebecca Kaplan Veggie Burger NFTs. Dr. Future is taking pictures of Rebecca, hopefully with her knowledge, and then putting them on the internet, again, hopefully with her knowledge and consent, hopefully to make millions and millions of dollars, which he will then give entirely to Rebecca. All right. The audience votes are in. How did they do?
We need some more votes. I need more votes, people.
They're too busy just like spamming out their own names.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tie.
All right. Well, then.
We need someone to break the tie. Oh, it looks like Polly broke the tie.
Oh, there you go, Polly. Okay, so Polly's
Well,
giving it to Rebecca.
Divya and Rebecca are tied again. Another tiebreaker. Joshua voted for Divya, so Divya gets it.
We're gonna make this like soccer, and people can just tie and be done with it.
All right, here's the scoreboard. So I'm hiding it.
There you go. Jessica finally voted for me.
Oops, sorry about that.
Jessica's like my reply guy. She always votes for me.
Well, she voted for me for like 5 times, FYI.
Well, okay. I mean, I can share. That's fine. So we got Divya here at 19, Ruben at 13, Joshua at 10, Rebecca at 10, me at 2, Sheldon at 5. Okay. All right. Well, that's cheating. I don't know how Sheldon got any more points than that. I didn't see him do anything really impressive. Okay, fine.
There's another one, by the way.
Oh, sorry. All right.
That's fine. You get it.
Moving on. This is okay. We're coming up to my favorite
All
part
right, it's happening.
of the show.
It's happening time.
Yep, it's time for What's Happening. This is my favorite game of the show, people. This is where we show you an image. I will call on one of you. You're going to act out what's really being said in that image. And then Sheldon will award you up to 3 points. And then we post these images on Twitter every week, and we show the best responses from all of our legions of minions out there in the Twitterverse. It's a hell of a good time. All right, so let's do J Comedy. I will murder you. Okay, let's move on to the first picture. Oh my God, look at these shining, happy faces. They have no idea what's in store for them for the rest of their lives. That's me in the middle there. That's 18-year-old me. Same suit, actually. Same tie. All right, so Divya, what is really happening in this picture?
Okay, so this is a voiceover for the picture. Are you tired of cults that are all orgy, but no organization. A lot of spreading, but not enough spreadsheets. Well, then join the Legends of the Hidden People's Temple knocking at Heaven's Gate for the Manson family business. We're a company run by cults, for cults. Because we know how hard it can be to keep track of your illegal businesses and horde of children, all while worshiping a giant lizard king in the sky. So before you get raptured by your savior, why not let us enrapture you with our savvy? Okay, called a day.
Well done. Well done. I love it. You know, that's what a game show is all about, people. Making up a bunch of weird, cultish nightmare stuff. Okay. Man, people are just roasting the hell out of me tonight. I don't know if I can continue this. Everyone's like, Bobby used to be so handsome. No, I didn't. No, this is as handsome as I get, folks.
All right. Just follow Seaman, Bob.
Semen will take 10 years off your life.
Oh, good. So if I put semen on a hot dog, that's 10 years and 36 minutes off my life. Great. All right. Again, I should say if I put semen on a hot dog again. Let's see here. Rebecca, what's happening in this photo?
The woman is saying, "That's it, guys. Just keep smiling real big and hide behind our desk and keep our top half people costumes on, and they'll just come right at us, and they won't notice the tentacles that we're hiding under this desk, and then we can eat their spirits."
Was that just like the synopsis of your screenplay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the screenplay, it's you getting eviscerated, Bob.
Oh, just me? Thank God. I'm
Yeah.
begging for the sweet release of death anyway.
Mhm.
My goodness. Okay. All right, Ruben, what's happening?
This is actually the moment that Amazon decided to put Black Lives Matter on their website.
Nice. Well done. Okay. Let's give out some points. Sheldon.
Man, at first I was like, Divya had that one hands down. It really wasn't even close.
Yeah.
But Women came in strong at the end there. It was nice, and the economy of his response was pitch perfect. But I'm gonna go ahead with Divya because literally the first thing I thought of when I saw that picture was these guys look like cult members. Paraphrasing the old tweet I saw, I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Cabin in the Woods, but it's like, you know, when do they get out the elevator? You know, that's like the first thing I was thinking of when I saw that. So Divya hands down on that one. I got Ruben 2, and I got Rebecca with the 1.
Awesome. Very good. I love the Cabin in the Woods reference. So there you go. Okay. Let's see now.
We got the tweets. We got to pick your favorite tweets.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I can actually see.
Sheldon, you should have had these in your email, right?
Yeah, I remember that whole part about Sheldon not doing the homework.
Sheldon didn't do the homework.
I'm a busy guy, man.
All right, what do you like here? Can you read these? Pick one. Pick one at random. Just like close your eyes, spin your finger around, and put your finger on the screen.
I may have to
Put
pick
the
one.
block back to me on that one. Give me a second.
Yeah, whatever. You want to pick one, Bob?
Yeah, I'll pick one. There's a handsome guy in the upper right corner who's got one hell of a caption on this. I took. No. We got to. We had to pick. Oh gosh, where was that one? Oh, hey, here's one that's apropos. Peter Moore, POV. You've come to the meeting and everyone thinks you've prepared, Sheldon.
Nice.
Let's give it to Peter Moore. Congratulations on calling out our judge. All right,
Nice.
Let's move on to the second picture. Okay, all right. So this is, it's just a lovely couple staring at some sort of shingle or something like that. Ruben, what's happening in this picture?
This is the lady. Oh, wow, you really do have a micro penis.
Okay, all right then. Okay, Rebecca, you're up next.
wow, look at Susan. She put a picture up of her stupid baby. And it's like, whoa, is your stupid baby wearing a stupid hat? That's like, whatever. Susan's dad has cancer, and that's sad.
I like the Elon Musk one because dude absolutely looks like a bro who worships Elon Musk.
All right. Divya, you're up next.
This is the woman talking. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you posted that picture of Kaylee shitting herself. I'm going to comment, what a dumb baby. I mean, she is, right? Is it wrong to cyberbully our own infant?
Everybody in the chat thinks that iPad or whatever the hell they're looking at is just showing my hole, so that's great. I'm glad this is like a theme night. Everybody could talk really, really terribly about me. That's fantastic. Sheldon, what kind of points are you going to hand out to that one?
I'm trying to really gather my thoughts on that one. I'm going to go with Rebecca just for the commitment to the voices. Ooh. So she'll get the 3 on that one. We'll go with Divya with the 2, and then we'll go with Ruben with the 1.
Okay. Easy tally up. All right, let's go. And let's see if we can't get on. I got one more picture left.
Got another one here.
And, oh, sorry. We got to do this thing again, which nobody paid attention to the first time. Okay. All right, so let's see if, Sheldon, if you can pick one out. Or I'll have to do it again. I'll do it again if I have to.
Yeah, this one right here. This was the one I was talking about with the Elon Musk one. Unless
who was that said that one? I can't see.
I'm not going to go back.
It was
the previous.
I drive a hybrid.
All right.
Okay. All righty.
So pick Landy will have the premonition with the dick pic joke.
All right. Pick Leandy. There you go. You win. All right. This is my favorite one right here. This kind of reminds me of if Ruben and Rebecca were at a dinner party, and if Ruben had hair. I don't think Ruben has hair, but I know, put a ball cap on this guy. That could be that scenario. That's my fantasy. That's what I'm going with for this one. So Divya, what's happening in this picture?
Okay, this is the guy talking to the camera. Bro, my girl is acting crazy right now. I mean, yeah, this is our engagement party, and I invited the guys over to watch the game. And sure, she wanted me to get to know her family, so I slept with her sister. And okay, last week she was bitten by a werewolf, and tonight's a full moon, but is she like on her period or something? Like, what? Women don't make sense, brah.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. And let's go with Ruben. You're next.
Bob, you kind of took my answer. This is actually, no joke, this is actually an image of how Rebecca Kaplan got her current boyfriend, you guys. It would have been great if you didn't say it first, Bob.
Hey, you know what? Just because I was funny, you can't blame me for that.
Oh, swallow the semen.
Okay. Let's see, Rebecca. Let's go with you now.
All right. The dude is saying like, "Oh fuck! When we banned abortions in Texas, we totally forgot that pregnancy hormones make women crazy, and now we got a state full of angry, crazy ladies, and they don't want to be pregnant, and we don't want to raise the babies, and like, I guess we're gonna 28 days later this 28 Plan B days later."
It's all about irresponsible ejaculation if you think about it. So there you go. Mm-hmm. All right. So now we got to pick out the funniest tweet from our audience.
We're going to do points first.
Oh, shit. We're going to do some points first. Sorry.
No worries, man. We're all rusty here. We took 2 months off.
God, I feel like I took longer than that off.
We took 2.5 months off, technically.
That's exactly what I was going to say next. It feels like I took 2.5 months off.
I feel like Craig in the comments got that one. He deserves something. Yeah, Craig Sutton. The record scratch reference always works, and it was absolutely perfect for that picture. He put record scratch. Yeah, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation. I think it's just perfect for that photo. So Craig definitely deserves some points for that. As far as our contestants go, I love what Divya did with that one. Rebecca kind of let me down in that one. She usually kind of goes all in on it. And another thing too, I didn't really hear her protesting when they were saying that's how you got your current boyfriend. So I'm just gonna assume it's kind of maybe true. She no protest at all, man. So Rebecca, she'll get the 1, and Ruben he'll get the 2.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Rebecca, I feel bad that you didn't win that one. I thought you had a really good answer. No offense to the other guys, but I was thinking more of a zombie reference. I thought the 28 Days was referencing the zombie movie. So there you go. Okay. Let's see here. So, if I were to caption this, I would say, what you so mad about? All I said was we had the same amount of cleavage. That would have been my caption. Oh, wait, it was my caption. All right. Sheldon, who can you pick? Do you have one favorite out of here? No. All right, then.
No, I hate them all.
Man, I'll tell you what, for a guy who writes comic books, reading things in little windows like this, he's very bad at it.
Yeah, I don't usually do the tweets, so I apologize for the small font size. All right, whatever. We can keep going.
I'm just gonna pick somebody random from our current audience and just give them 5 points. Let's go with Gabriel Yaski. Gabriel Yaski's getting 5 points, Jesse.
All right,
Yay, Gabriel.
Okay. All right. Now it's time to vote. So let's get the audience going.
That hurts, Jessica.
What? Jessica's temperamental. You know what Jessica really needs in her life? She needs Dr. Future's Rebecca Kaplan Veggie Burgers NFT. That's right, Jessica. The only thing right now that's going to make you happy is putting a bid on this digital masterpiece. A quick transition from a real picture of Jessica Kaplan holding a veggie burger to a digital one, because that's what society has come to. All right. So it is. Geez.
Freaking the tweets.
Yeah, we skipped a whole thing there, dude. There we go. Thanks. All right, this is the only time I look good in this entire show. God. All right, freaking the tweet. I like how I just look off like I can see Jesse, like I'm looking, but the camera's over here. Anyway, freaking the tweets. Who had the best tweet response to our images overall? So Sheldon, who do you think was the best tonight? And do you remember any of them? Anything in particular?
No, I remember them. Are we going on the contestants or just the ones we saw in the pictures?
The ones in the pictures.
The ones we saw in the pictures. After the pictures.
It was the second one, I believe. The one I mentioned already. People are going to be like, "Damn,
Pickly Andy is our winner tonight. Then with Elon.
Andy.
Yeah, is the one about Elon? I believe was the best one. I feel.
I believe that was Pickly Andy. So we're going to give it to her. And if it's not, don't correct me. I have a fragile ego. Okay. Moving on.
Andy wins freaking the tweets. Who's our winner? Let's take a look at the scoreboard.
Ooh, this is always the nail biter. It's probably a tie again. Is it a tie again? If it's a tie again, I'm gonna use one of those knots that Divya came up with and just end it. Was that a Gordian knot? Is that what it was? No, wait, that's a whole.
Or not. That's
more of a well. Okay. I like it when she says that. I'm gonna have that as my voice, like my ringtone. Raccoons or not. Okay. You got an email. Divya, Whoa!
Look at that.
Did she just roll
30
over?
points.
Is that the final total?
Yeah.
My God!
She cleaned
We
up.
got the final vote.
It is.
The audience vote.
Wow. It is
Bob, you got knocked off the board, Bob.
the story of my life. I tried so hard. It's a fickle business. This, hosting. There's no love. There's
Definitely
no
not
love.
a tie.
Divya,
Definitely
congratulations. Tell her what she's won, Jesse.
Well, we're gonna do some plugs. We're gonna hear plugs.
Well, I mean, we do those anyway.
Well, I've been thinking about like giving people a spot after they win, but
Oh,
do you want to do a spot, Divya?
like on the spot.
Stand-up comedy right now? Not really.
Yeah,
Well, it would be a
like nobody wants a spot right now.
It would be like the first time anyone's laughed on this show. So wow,
Everyone take a screenshot so you can follow these lovely people on social
this is
media.
fucking rough. Okay, guys. All right. So if you're out there in the audience and you like these folks, these fine folks who bothered to come on the show this week, they all deserve your love and attention because they're not getting it from me. All right. So follow them everywhere. Then you can learn about Divya's actual appearances doing stand up as opposed to just being on the spot to the last second. What a crazy idea. Okay. All right. So, what you got coming up, Rebecca?
Well, look, Divya goes first because she won.
Divya goes first. Well, Jesus Christ, she wasn't on my. I was going left to right. I just reading the left to right. Oh my God, Divya, our glorious winner. What do you got? What do you got going on?
Yeah, I produce a women's and LGBTQIA plus comedy show in New York called Firestarters. Our next show is actually going to be at Club Cumming instead of Eastville. So follow us. It's okay. Just follow us. You'll figure it out.
All right, everybody, follow her on Twitter everywhere as well. Whatever she's got going on up here.
Yeah, I'll make a Twitter because you all requested it.
There you go. If you don't have a Twitter, then just follow me and I'll tell you where to go to see her. Okay. Rebecca, what do you got going on?
I've got that Zoom show every Tuesday night, and if you're in the New York City area, I'm going to be doing a 30-minute set in Greenwich Village on October 1st, so come check that out. Ooh, and maybe Jesse will show me how to stream it to the internet.
I'd be down to do that.
What?
I'd be down to do that.
Yay! And buy the NFT, for like imaginary money, and it might be worth something. I don't know.
Let's get some Ethereum up in this place.
It's all fraudulent.
I value all my worth in Ethereum. Okay. Ruben, Mr. Wolf, how are you? Plug away.
Yeah, I run a show called Ugly Parrot. It's at Jack's Fire Department in Queens. It's every other Wednesday. So our next show is actually next Wednesday, September 15th. I also, if you're in Jersey City, I'll have 2 spots at the Brightside Tavern this weekend, and I'll be at Broadway Comedy Club on Monday night, September 13th. So
fantastic! I can't wait for you all to bring your shows in October here to Lincoln, Nebraska, where I'm currently at. That's great. Thanks for everybody for doing that. I'm glad you could all work that tour into your schedules. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, Sheldon. My goodness, you got some cool stuff coming up here. What? Plug away, man.
Yeah, well, I have a bunch of indie comics that are being published right now through my publisher, Scout Comics. Just check them out. If you want to know how to get them, just drop me a DM, drop me a message. They're pretty cool books, robots having sex with people, a lot of cocaine use, a lot of violence, a lot of blood, a lot of gore, kind of stuff you want to keep from your mom and dad. So pretty dope.
That was originally how this show was supposed to go. Okay,
all right.
I'm all for it,
Thanks,
man.
everybody.
Man, hey, everybody, that's our show. That's it.
Woo!
Come back next week.
We did it.
We'll have other up and coming comics. We'll have another guy who writes comics. I think that's what we'll just do now. Let's have a guy who writes comics and then a bunch of comics. Maybe
Yeah, I love it. I love mixing comics and comics. It's
Yeah.
the best.
Comics on comics.
Well, their job is far more harder because it's extremely difficult to do comedy. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe next week will be funny.
Yeah,
I'm just
maybe
talking
next
about
time
me.
we'll do it.
You guys are awesome. I'm the one who, whatever. I'm the one who has
All
Swallow
right.
the semen, everybody. Swallow the
Yeah,
semen.
Bob, what about shouting swallow the semen wasn't funny to you?
just because it was too close to home, right?
I
It
don't
just
think we had
remi-
enough. I think we should have had more swallow semen shouting.
It was basically as like, you know, my high school reunion and Thanksgiving kind of all in one. It was like a very uncomfortable where everybody's just kind of watching me. And yeah, and I don't like it when people see me eat for obvious reasons. So
All right, I'm getting all the chats out of the way. Good night, everybody.
good night,
See you next
everybody.
week.
Thank you for coming, guys.